come on in. Come on in. I want to give you all just a little bit of time to come on in. I'm going to bag up some. Why am I bagging up? Because I am using two devices and I want you all to know that I am paying attention to you both. Okay, so if I bag up, I can do this better. I can focus you both. So come on in and let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Hey, how y'all doing? Come on in. It's your girl Kiana Williams. Tonight we are talking about trusting the process. Hey Kenneth, how you doing? How are you? Come on in, guys. We're talking about the process. Oh my God. Not just the process. We are talking about trusting the whole process, right? That is something that we have to do, but it's hard, right? Absolutely. Come on in. Hey, how you doing? Oh my God, the process is hard, but we have to trust it, right? As a matter of fact, let's just go back in the past to think about it. Can you all remember a time in your past where there was a process that had to be done, but it was hard for you to do it, but you stuck it out and you did it anyway? Trust in the process. Let me think. Yes. Oh my God. Healing. Getting over the mess. Okay. Y'all, I'm gonna keep it real, clear, transparent, just telling you like it is, because at the end of the day, why else is hey, how you doing? Why else is there for us to have conversations if we are not talking about real stuff, right? Period. So let me just say this. When I can remember doing the time that I was married and me getting to a point of facing reality, right? Like this ain't gonna work. This is not what I wanted to be. This is nothing that I imagined it to be. This is nothing that is going to take me to that place where I want to be. I had to be totally transparent with myself. What's up, AJ? So before that situation ended, it was tough for me, right? Because I wanted a marriage, I wanted to work, I wanted all the things, I wanted the big house, the white picket fence, and all the things, but it wasn't happening. The two parties together, it wasn't working, right? So the process that needed to be done in that particular moment was get out and go, dismiss it, leave it, because if I wanted to proceed and live and be the greatest person that I can be and be that person that God made me to be, that particular relationship was not it. It was not going to be it. So the process that needed to happen that I did not want to happen is first faced in reality. Two, as a woman, guys, as a woman, we like to fix things. We are fixers. Am I the only woman up here that are fixer? That's a fixer? Women, we like to fix situations. We can see a problem and we got an answer for a resolution, right? We are resolvers. That's what we do. But at times when we have the power to resolve things, we don't always see it the way that it need to be seen, and we see it the way that we want it to be seen. We try to correct it, right? Can I get a amen? Can I get a hands up? What's up, guys? How y'all doing? So at that time, what needed to happen was a long time. Let's go back before the end happened. Let me just say, it needed to happen a long time ago before it ended. But nevertheless, God gave me so much grace, and I will always cherish that and remember that. And I will not put myself in another situation like that ever again. But I want to say this. Once you realize what the process is and you're ready to get into it and just let it go and follow the process, you will win. You will come out on top. What's up, Sam? What's up, John? What's up, Joan? Come on in, guys. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing? I want to encourage you all to Show your girl some love. Follow each other. Subscribe to the page. If you watching me on YouTube, if you're watching me on TikTok, follow your girl, and I will do the same as well. But we're talking about following the process, guys. So, oh my God. So the process was I needed to dismiss that particular relationship. I needed to cut it off. And after that process of dismissing that relationship, removing myself, I had to go through a healing. Why did I have to go through a healing? I needed to go through a healing. I needed to go through a cleansing. I needed a detox. I needed a vacation. I needed a whole lot of things to be done. I truly did. Because it was so toxic. It was truly toxic. But like I was saying, guys, as a woman, for the women out there, you know what I'm talking about. For your men, if you have mothers, you have sisters, you have aunts, you have grandmothers, we are creatures of correction. We are creatures of control. We like to have control. We feel like that anyway. We like to fix things. We can see what a problem is and we have the answer, okay? Except a lot of times when it comes to ourselves, until we go through a position of healing, till we go through stages of healing, guys. And that's what I needed to do. I needed to heal, and that's what I'm here to do with you guys. I'm here to let you all know what can you do to heal, going through the process. And it doesn't always feel good. It truly doesn't. It doesn't always feel good to go through the process, but the process of healing has to be done in order for you to get to your better state. Okay? So, like I was saying about that relationship, I had to cut that thing off, and then I had to get some therapy and all the things. I had to realize that I had tried to put someone in a movie and they wasn't even supposed to be a character in that movie. Did y'all hear what I said? I tried to put someone in a movie and they wasn't even supposed to be a character. As a matter of fact, I was playing the wrong part. How many of us do that? We play the wrong part. We don't even know our position. I had no clue. So I'm here to tell you guys that trusting the process will help save us time in every situation. Because I went through so much hell, because of me being hard-headed, me wanting to see things the way I wanted to see them, me being myself being in a state that I felt like I knew that I could change it. I knew that I could fix it. Guys, what I needed to realize is that yes, I could fix it. Yes, I can change it, but not in the way that I wanted to. I could fix it, I could change it, but what I had to do, I had to remove myself. That's the fixing that I needed to do. That's the change that I needed to do. I needed to change my way of thinking. I needed to correct me. And what I was doing, I was trying to put all the energy into everything and everyone that's around me, and I lost who I was. How many times do y'all do that? How many times do we try to fix everything and everyone around us and we somehow lose that person that's looking in the mirror at us every single day? And I had to realize that. And that helps me today. Because when I tell you guys the history won't repeat itself over here in my life, it will never repeat itself in my life like that ever again. Because what I will do is when I know something is not working, your girl will check herself. Because when you waste a lot of time in a situation because you are too stubborn, you feel like you are in control and you have the ability to do more than what God can do, which is change people, you won't do it again when you realize what the process is, knowing the process, realizing it, and following the process. Okay, so there's no need for us to duplicate the same issues over and over again. There's no need for me. I'm keeping it transparent. Y'all follow me over here. There would not be a need for me to go through the same process ever again. ever. Let me just tell you that. Trusting the process will keep you in a position of healing. It'll keep you in a position of increasing empowerment. It'll keep you evolving to become more and more of the person that you were designed to be, which was strong, bold, fearless, competent, capable, all the things. And what I had to do, I had to look that woman in the mirror and be honest with her, telling her exactly how it is. And it didn't always feel good, but I had to do it because I had to hold myself accountable. Okay? It is super easy for us try to fix everything and everyone else around us. But when are we actually going to take the time to pour into ourselves and take some corrective action for ourselves? Am I by myself? Absolutely not. So the process always works, even if we don't want to admit it. Hey, Donovan. Hey, Whitney. How y'all doing? Even if we don't want to admit it, the process still works, right? So what happens when you go through a process and you make it through? What happens when you go through a process and you are determined, like I am, that it's never going to happen again? Oh. Like I said, that would never happen again. But let me tell you something that did happen that I found out along the way. Y'all ready for this? Because I finally went through the process. Check this out. Because I finally went through the process and I realized, can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, when I finally went through the process and I realized that I was the issue, I was a big problem in that, guys. Your girl had to take herself all the way off of the market. And as a beautiful king, beautiful queen, handsome kings out there, when you get to a point and you realize that you're the problem, because everyone else does have their problems, but you got to realize you played a part in that story as well. And once you do realize that, it's not a horrible thing, because what happens is when you first become when you first acknowledge your issue, that awareness is a powerful thing. When you become aware of what your issues are, then guess what? You have the power to fix it. If you never become aware of what the issues and problems that you hold, you cannot fix that person. You're going to go around and you're going to, I know this probably hurts you guys, and I'm only telling you this because I love you, period. If you realize, let me tell you, when you know that you are a problem and you have to do something about it, you hear me? I love you. I'm telling you this because I love you and I've been there. If you are experiencing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, you're the problem. You have a problem. Now, I wasn't the problem. I wasn't the one abusing myself. I wasn't doing that. I wasn't physically abusing myself, but I was putting myself into bad relationships. And when when you finally realize that you got an issue and you then start to fix that, you would not be attracted to the same, you would not be attracted to the issues, because that's what it was. I was attracted to the issue and didn't even realize it because I was holding something. So when I tell you guys, if you repeat the same thing over and over again, you have an issue. Once you realize what the issue is, you can't fix anyone else's problems until you fix your own. And once I decided to look myself in the mirror and I fixed my own, I don't have time for the mess. I don't have time for the mess, nor do I make time for it, because I understand that that process does not belong to me. You understand what I mean? When you realize what problems that you have, because the Bible tells us that we'll never be perfect. So what does that mean? That means that we got something that we need to work on. So when we start to work on ourselves, eventually those problems that we had, those concerns will no longer be the same concerns. And we'll become aware. So once we resolve those concerns, we'll know when someone else has those things, and we can decide to not even give it any attention, ignore it, and act like it don't even exist, because it's not my problem. It's their problem. They got time to fix it. I don't. I have been there, done that, and past that, unless you want to make time for it. Me, myself, I am never making time for it again. So I want you to really think about you. I want you to know how. I'm not saying that you're a bad person. I'm not saying that about myself either, but I had some issues. Because when your girl fixed those problems, you know that I was better for me and those that I chose to have in my circle. Okay? That particular thing. So now that your girl is ready, hey, how you doing? When your girl is ready to do some things, now I'm doing it properly, because she has taken care of this one right here. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And you will too. So walk boldly, even walk so boldly, even in the places where you're weak at, because guess what? Those weak spots, you're paying attention to those and you're healing those. You're making those stronger, right? You're bonding those problems up and you're removing those, so then that way you'll have less weak spots. So then that way you can grow. And that way you can show up, show out, do all the things that you need to do. So trust the process. So after that journey of removing myself from a situation I no longer needed to be connected to, and then me acknowledging my issues, what I was ready to do then. Oh, I was ready to drop off some dead weight. What is the dead weight? Can you all guess? I know you can. What's the dead weight after you realize, after you remove yourself? Then you do some healing. You acknowledge you find out what issues that you had, so that way you want to continue to attract those, or be attracted to those same issues, the same trauma. Now it's time for me, like you thought. That's right. Release. Then it becomes a process of releasing. If you all have ever flown and you go on a trip and you bring a certain amount of items, right? And when you get to your trip, you get to your flight, you get to your destination, and you don't buy anything extra, but somehow, when it's time for you to get back on that flight to return to where you came from, somehow, guys, I know I can't be the only one. Somehow, your stuff cannot fit back in the same container. Why? I'm like, I didn't buy anything. It's because the way it was packaged. So what am I saying? You are still, you're the same container, but before you was packaged with all this mess. Now you're the same container, but you release some stuff. So now when it's time for you to go back on a flight, you everything will fit, and it will fit perfectly well, because you have repackage some things. Everything is all folded up neat and nice and beautiful and fine and all the things. That's gonna be you. But first, we got to trust the process because everyone around us cannot have the same problem. And if they do, why are we noticing all those same problems? Why are we even talking about it? Why? Because we got something in here we need to heal. Trust the process. Go through the process. I'm not promising you it's going to feel good in the beginning. As a matter of fact, y'all, I'm telling you, in the beginning, it's going to hurt. In the beginning, it's going to be tough. In the beginning, you're going to cry. Let all the snot come out. Let all the tears come out. Scream and yell. All the things. As a matter of fact, there's a particular book I'm going to tell you all about. Oh my God. I'm going to post it in the chat. Y'all have to come back and read the chat. I'm going to post it in the chat. But it's a nice book about mental. Taking care. It's a mental detox. Boom. The name of the book. It's called A Mental Detox. And I recommend this book because it gives you not just readings, it gives you techniques on how to release that internal pain, because you're going to have to release it. Because if you keep holding on to it, you hold on to sicknesses, you hold on to the extra body weight, swelling and anger, and you just always on the edge. So you got to release it. There's no need to hold it because your old trash cannot go with you into a new treasury place. You're going to a new place, okay? And you got to release those things. I was having a conversation, guys. I met this beautiful lady today when I went out shopping. And I actually stopped at the store because I wanted some fruits. I was working on the road, and they didn't have the fruit that I wanted, so I got some mushrooms. Even better, guys. I love mushrooms, particularly oyster mushrooms. I like to fry them. I like to bake them. All the things that taste like chicken. If you haven't tried, try it. But anyway, I met this lady, and I was not in my town, but somehow she was from my town, and we met, and it was such a great thing. And we was talking about life, and she was talking about how she was recently diagnosed. Well, she was previously diagnosed with cancer, and she was getting to a better place and all the things, and she was claiming life over herself. She was doing things, and this lady is much older than I am, but her spirit is so wonderful. She was claiming life because she decided that her past was not going to hold her anymore. And that's what we got to do. We got to make our mind up. And there was something that I said to her, and it hit me as well when I was speaking to her. And I let her know that our past is just a present for us right now. Y'all get what I'm saying? Our past is just a present for us right now. Right now, we're in the present time. Right now is a present, a gift, right? So when we see our past as something that is hindering us, then that means we got some more healing to do. Once we get to a position and we understand that our past actually is the present for the present, we are on to something new. Because why should your past, from all that hurt, that pain, that abandonment, that people did not pour on you, you felt like your worth was low, why is all that past now a present for your present time? Because once you realize that your past was there to actually help you pivot into a different position in your life, baby, what I'm saying is that there won't be nothing that can hold you back. You'll realize that particular thing that tried to take you out, that particular thing, that particular people that did not see you valuable enough to stay with you, that particular thing that always beat you down every time you came around, those particular things were there to encourage you in a way that did not feel so good. It made you stronger. So that past is now your present for your present. So I'm right now in a position of, when I think about my past, I thank God for my past. You hear me? I thank God for my past, because if it wasn't for my past, I may not have been as bold as I am in my life right now. Y'all, I'm going to keep it real. Your girl used to have some abandonment issues. Why? Because I felt like I wasn't good enough. I felt like if the people that were supposed to protect you don't protect you, who do you even have any value? Your girl used to think like that. Not anymore. That was all for the plan because I needed to be strong for me and I needed to be strong for the position and the place that God has for me to go, y'all. Your girl is over here living life and she living it abundantly, okay? And that's what you should do too. Take your past and understand it was all meant for your good. That person that hurt you, the person, people that left you, all the things, all the things people said about you, the lies and the deceit, you know what I mean? The narcissistic attitudes, the gaslighting, the nearly taking you out of your life, all the things. So I want you to understand that no matter what it is, you just keep pushing forward, okay? Because there is nothing that can hold you, okay? Absolutely nothing that can hold you. Let people say what they want to say. Let them feel how they want to feel. Let them think what they want to think because you understand when your past have built you so strong and giving you a present, oh my God. There's nothing that won't stop you. Just keep pushing forward. You guys, I got a little distracted from reading something on the screen, but guys, let that be. Let people be them. Guys, let me just tell you, you are amazing. So you have to always pour in yourself as well. Trust in the process. This is something that you have to do. Something that you have to do. If you have been in a situation that you did not have any encouragement, so people actually did just the opposite. They told you negative things, all the things. Hey, it was just projection. A lot of times when people are saying such negative things, and it's projection of things that they have went through, their hurt, their pain. Sometimes people are intentional about that. Sometimes they're not. It's just a part of who they are. Accept that. Accept it, and just move on and just focus on how can I pour in me today? Because this tall glass need to be filled on a daily basis, okay? And I fill this glass with clean water, okay? I fill this glass with positive words, okay? Your girl is about 5'10". When I say a tall glass, this is a tall glass. So I pour myself every day. I love myself every day. I make sure my environment is set for me every day. I smile on a daily basis. I grow on a daily basis. Whatever is needed, that plant is going to get the food that it needs. I'm going to get the nourishment that I need. So I want you to be that nourishment for yourself. You do not need anyone to nourish you. You have enough for yourself. So if you encourage yourself and pour into yourself, you water yourself, you nourish yourself, then when you get the extra, okay, when you get the extra, it'll be just extra, okay? But it won't be necessary for you to pivot. It won't be necessary for you to grow because once you know who you are, then what else? Okay? And it's all part of the process. If you would have seen me back in 2020, your girl would have been a hot mess. Let me tell you, I was like 250 pounds. You know what I mean? Skin was unclear. I was just in a dark place. Felt like a dark cloud was all over me. But it was all my mindset. The mind is definitely a strong thing. You know what I mean? It is very strong. It will help you grow and it will help hinder you. However your mind is, watch yourself, check yourself. So always take the time. I mean, every day. I don't care if you got up late and you know you got to rip and you got to run. Hey, you already late. Pour into yourself first thing in the morning. Before you go to bed and hit that pillow, pour into yourself because this process is going to get you to that better place. And I'm telling you something that's may hurt your feelings as well. If you always think about negative things, give it an eviction notice effective today because you cannot get to that place where you want to be if you're always having these negative thoughts in your mind. When they do come, how are you going to give an eviction notice, guys? Just overpower with positive things. Write it down. Write things down about yourself. Write amazing things down about yourself. This is going to hurt too. When those negative thoughts come, Find out where they're coming from. How can you find out where they're coming from? What comes up in your mind a lot? Like somebody said something to you, someone did something to you. What is that thing that's always coming up? Write it down so then that way you can get it out of you. The Bible tells us, and I'm not going to take y'all to church, but I still love my Bible and I love my God. But I'm trying to tell y'all something that's going to give you something to help you pivot into the right direction where you need to go. Write down those things that bother you. Write them down so then that way you can get them out of you. And I can guarantee you, the more you do that, the lighter you feel every day. Why? Because you have taken the time to get rid of those things that no longer fuel you. Okay. I'm trying to help you grow up here. I'm trying to help you with the process. That's what y'all over here watching for, right? I'm trying to help you with the process, and I understand it's not what you want to hear, but it's okay. If you don't want to hear it, then right now, guess what? The recording will always be there for you. Okay, hopefully it'll be there for you. But I'm just trying to tell y'all guys this is why, because it worked for me. I'm not a gatekeeper. Okay. The only thing that I would try to gatekeep is my man. He is only for me. When he comes, okay, the Lord says he will. When a man finds a good thing, he finds a wife, he finds a good thing. And I'm waiting. But nevertheless, let me get back on track, guys. See, I got sidetracked. But I'm serious, though. I'm very serious. I'm trying to give you information. Not trying, I am. I'm giving you this information because I want to help you in your life to get to that place where you deserve to be, the place that where you want to be. I see you. I see you. Why? Because I saw it in myself. Watching the things that you desire the most, dreaming about that life. That's how you got into those bad situations before, because you actually wanted something good, but you didn't know what to do to get them. So you didn't have the right tools. You needed a hammer and you had a screwdriver, right? So now that you realize what tools belong where, once you go through the process and heal, you'll no longer pick up a screwdriver and you know you need a hammer. Mm-hmm. Which means you'll no longer pick up a bad relationship because you know what the right one looks like, right? Because why? You've done the work. You're healing, you're thriving, you are doing all the things, you're taking care of you, you're loving on you. If you don't love yourself, no one will truly love you, because people treat you the way that you treat yourself. You know what I mean? So if you don't think that you should be poured into, if you think it's selfish for you to love on you, to take care of you, to do all the things for you, guess what? Someone else will feel the very same way about you. Why should I pour into her? She don't even like herself. People can see that. You know what I mean? So I want you all to understand that you are wonderful people. I want you all to understand that you are great people. I want you all to understand that there's no one on this planet that have given you what you have. So there's no one that can take it away. So you have to start walking into every situations and own it. Not just the good, not just when you show up and show out. Walk into situations that you know that you failed in, and say, I gotta learn a lesson from that, and I'm okay with it. You are amazing people. You are 100% exceptional people. So I want you to understand that you deserve greatness. And part of that greatness that you deserve is trust in the process, right? Every process that we go through doesn't always feel good the whole way, but I can guarantee it does change along the way. Trust the process. It is healthy for you. It's healing in the process. Okay? It's next leveling in the process. I'm going to give you all this last few nuggets. If you are truly challenged, if it's truly a challenge for you to change your mindset, what are you around? Who are you around? What are you listening to? Are you listening to music that have your bestie up? You don't need no, but you need to have your bestie up. Are you listening to those musics that make you feel good? Okay. I'm not just saying you gotta listen to church music because your girl love church music, gospel as well. But I love me hip hop and R&B too. I love those things too. I love things that makes me feel good. It responds well to my good spirit. If it doesn't, then your girl ain't feeling it. And I'm not talking about when it's time for me to stretch and it doesn't feel good. That's a different feeling that you get when you're stretching versus when something does not align. Alignment is very important. If it doesn't align, I ain't got time, and I'm not gonna make either. And I very much doubt it if God tells me to. I want you to know that for you too. So what are you around, what are you are implementing in your life, what are you are around in your life, and how does it make you feel? Make sure that you are evaluating your surroundings and not just your people, what you're listening to, what you're involved in, what you're doing. All those things makes sense. Okay, all those things will help you pivot or not. So that's a nugget for you. What are you doing? What are your surroundings? Something else. Are you doing anything that's fulfilling? Are you? What I mean by that, I would love to be more transparent, be clear about that so you can understand. Are you doing anything that fulfills you? There's so many things out here in the world that we can do that is fulfilling. We all have to work. We have to earn a living somehow, right? But I'm not just talking about that. Are you doing something that fulfills you, that makes you feel really good? Someone that I know, Donnie Wiggins, she explained that what she does, she started her own ministry of helping the homeless, and she started it just by not. She didn't have much money. She once a week she would buy a dollar cheeseburger and a bottle of water, and she would just pick a homeless person. She would give it to them because it felt fulfilling for her. She didn't have much, but she gave some because she that's what she wanted. She had a little, so she gave a little. Now she has a lot. She give a lot. And when she said that, that reminded me of myself. Y'all don't know, check out. Y'all know Donnie Wiggins. Y'all go follow her, check her out. She has a um podcast called Social Proof Podcast. Social Proof Podcast. Yeah, Donnie Wiggins, Donni Wiggins. When she said that, y'all, it reminded me of something of myself, and it was like I do very much similar things myself, but what I do is I actually carry around cases of water, a case of water. I keep a case of water in my car, and I try to keep snacks as well. I don't always have snacks, but I definitely try to keep water. Um, if I see someone on the street, I always just give them water, and I pray over the water quickly as I give it to them, because the Bible tells us if a person is hungry, give them something to eat. If they're thirsty, give them some drink. And I feel like if I can bless the item that I'm giving to them, and they're pouring it into their body, it can heal them. It can help them to get just another step. It's not going to cost. It doesn't cost me much to give water, but that's fulfilling to me. It has always been something. I've been doing that since forever. Why? Because giving to homeless people, for me, it helps me feel so good. Because why, I did struggle with having stability in living situations when I was growing up, having my own room and having a place to stay. That was an issue for me. So I have always had a heart for people who didn't have that comfort, that place to call home. So there was something that I did. I've been doing this for years, and it makes me feel so good. But at times it does make me cry to see people that way. So despite that I cannot help them the way that I want to help them now, just doing a little bit will go a long way. And it's fulfilling for me. So if I give water, someone like Dinah gives something to eat, someone else can give a job. We if that's something that fulfills you, do it. But I'm giving you that example because that's something that fulfills me. That makes me feel so. I feel like I'm doing something. I know that I'm doing something that's great, even though it's not much. It's great. So, what are you doing that fulfills you? If it is it spending time with the elderly? Is it spending time just with children? Is it just taking time to spend time with your kids? Whatever that is, like whatever that fulfilling thing is, do that because that's going to give your life so much value as well. Truly, so much value, and that's going to help you pivot in your life. The Bible tells us that we would not outgive God. Truly, we will not. So I encourage you to do all the things that I have given you some advice to do and watch how your life changes. Just watch it because, guys, oh my God. um, when you have so much joy in your heart, when you have so much love and just love for yourself and just, it's, what else do you need? I mean, you do need a lot. You do need a lot. But what I'm just saying is that when you feel fulfilled, there's nothing else, nothing that can. It's going to be hard for something to stop you from going to your next level. And let me just say this as well. This is the last nugget before I let you guys go because your girl needs to get ready for bed. I have a busy day tomorrow. But let me just give you all this. And I'm going to come close so I can tell you this. Okay. The hell that you went through, listen to me. The hell that you went through was for a reason. The hell that you went through, that tornado, that hurricane, that storm, that tsunami that you went through, those issues, you're going to have another tsunami, but it's going to be all greatness. It's going to be a lot of love, a lot of power, a lot of riches. It's going to be a lot of great things. So just wait for it. Absolutely wait for it. How y'all doing? The hell that you went through, it was not in vain. Believe me, even if you played a part in that hell, believe what I tell you. The best is yet to come. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. I know I have poured into you guys. Catch it. Catch it because your girl is pouring into you because what someone poured into me, and I want you to be poured into, and why I cannot help you get into that process so your process won't be as long as mine was. I want to help you shorten your process so you don't have to go through the stuff that I went through. You can go on and heal and live your life and do all the things that you need to do. That's what I want to do. Help you with your process. Okay. So I want to thank you guys so much for your time. I appreciate y'all so much. I want to see y'all flourishing. I want to see y'all next time. I'm gonna be back here once a week, maybe twice. I'm getting it together. Girl is super busy. I'm trying to fix some things so I can have more time to do the things that I like to do. This is something I like to do too. Not just passing out water to the homeless, and to people that need it. I pour into myself, but I also love to encourage people. Um, because I believe that I know that money can help us, right? But I ain't, girl, ain't got like that yet. But what I'm saying is that if you can pour into someone's spirit and help them understand that they have the capacity to reach the highest heights in their life, that's better than money. That's better than gold. Okay. And that's what your girl loves to do. I love to make you feel good. All right. So I've done my job. I've done my part. And I want you to go and do yours. Thank you so much for joining me, spending a wonderful time. I cherish every moment. Okay. And I'll see you guys next time on the flip side. Bye. I gotta cut this off.